No training advice would be complete without a section on diet though. So to get the most functional fitness and power, you need to make sure that you're eating right too. I'm going to cover that in the first part of this video. What kind of diet advice goes well with functional training? Well, the most obvious fit is yet another popular health fad. This time we're looking at the paleo diet. We're moving primal, so why not eat primal too? So what is the paleo diet? The general concept behind the paleo diet is that you should eat as closely as possible to whatever you would eat in the wild. That means you shouldn't be eating anything that comes from a wrapper or anything that has lots of additives in it. It also actually means that you end up eating fewer carbs. Think about it. How often would you come across a bowl of pasta in the wild or a loaf of bread? Our main source of carbohydrates in the wild were fruits and vegetables. Fruits might be rich in sugar, but they're also a fantastic source of vitamins, minerals, and other crucial nutrients that work wonders for the body. Vegetables, meanwhile, are slower to release their sugar, but fuel us with just as many crucial nutrients. The rest of the diet? Well, that comes from meat, of course. And this is great news for anyone looking to build functional strength, as meat is where we get our amino acids, which are the building blocks of muscle. Better yet, a truly paleo diet doesn't just eat any old meat, but will seek out a lot of organ meat. In the wild, you wouldn't have been fussy about eating the heart or the liver. Again, this is smart today as well because organ meat happens to be jam-packed with all sorts of crucial nutrients. If you follow this basic diet, eating more meat, more organ meat, more fruit and more vegetables, then you'll feel healthier and more powerful than you ever have done. Don't believe me? Then take a look at all the superfoods and supplements that everyone is raving about right now. You have coenzyme Q10, for example, which increases mitochondrial function. You remember these guys from the video on HIIT. So too does PQQ, I-carotenoid, lutein, and several other key ingredients. Then you have things like omega-3 fatty acids, which help the cells to communicate and improve your joints. You have your testosterone boosters, your nootropic herbs, and your vasodilators. And you can take all of these supplements and you'll see some benefit, but you'll also spend a fortune. Alternatively though, if you just eat a balanced diet, including all of the natural ingredients we've discussed, you'll get all these things in your diet. Liver is packed with CQ10 and I-carotene, for instance, as is beef. It even includes creatine, the bodybuilding supplement used to increase energy and add muscle mass. This is no coincidence either. We evolved eating these things and our body adapted accordingly. Our food isn't made for us. We're made for our food. If you're eating candy bars all day, then you're filling your body with damaging sugar and tons of calories, and you're not getting any nutritional benefit from it. But do be smart about this. Once again, it's important not to become too enamored with any one method of eating, including the paleo diet. For starters, you'll likely go mad if you never have an ice cream, and in all likelihood strict rules like this will cause you to give up on your training. Likewise, it's key to remember that some modern foods are actually pretty good for us. A protein shake sure isn't paleo, but it is convenient. The same goes for vitamin supplements too. No, they aren't as easily absorbed by the body, but they're handy to have around when you don't have time to make a smoothie. And there's no reason to completely eliminate bread from your diet. The idea that we can't digest bread is actually completely unfounded and untrue for anyone who doesn't have a legitimate gluten allergy. So now you hopefully have a pretty good idea about functional strength, how it works, and how it's different from other forms of training. Hopefully you'll be excited by the prospect to start increasing your real-world strength and power and to move more freely without pain. It's worth putting in the effort, as you'll find every aspect of life becomes easy. Even your brain will feel sharper and more youthful. But how do you put all of this together into a training program you can actually use? To start with, you have your 7 primal movements. Squatting, which includes things like squats, deadlifts and kettlebell swings. Lunging, which is lunges and side squats. bending, which is deadlifts, sit-ups and leg raises, pushing, bench press, overhead press, push-ups, pulling, that's pull up or row, gait, jogging, running or walking, twisting, heavy bag, twisting sit-ups and cable wood chop. Finish with some overcoming isometrics and grip work, whether that means bending a bar or using a power twister or resistance machines. Proceed the workout with foam rolling and end it with stretching. These exercises alone will prove enough for most people to create a workout that challenges every part of the body and that triggers the maximum anabolic response. Choose one from each of the 7 movements and train for high weight and relatively low repetitions on the compound lifts. In other words, 3 sets of 10. This means you'll be training your whole body rather than doing a split, but remember that this is the most effective way to train. Not only does it mean that you're involving more muscle and thereby triggering a bigger anabolic response, it also means that you're using your time more efficiently. Ultimately, this means that if you ever miss a session, it won't be so hard to get back into your routine. It also avoids scenarios where you go for 2 weeks without training your biceps. And it means that you only need to train 3 times a week. More, and you risk taxing your central nervous system and causing injury. On a 4th day, and perhaps an optional 5th day though, you're going to use 20 minutes of HIIT training to burn fat and increase your mitochondrial function and density. Combine this with a little body weight training when you feel you can't make it to the gym and plenty of protein and nutrients. The last ingredient is time. Keep it up and you'll soon feel fitter, stronger and healthier than you possibly ever imagined. Welcome to the world of functional strength.